Hey, welcome everybody. I'm Plangulier. Welcome back to the channel for my subs, and also a warm welcome to any new people that might see this video. So today I'm going to be going over the World of Tanks new game mode called the Strategist game mode. Currently it's only out on the sandbox server, but I was able to get an invite to play it. So I want to be going over some gameplay for it. I won't be going too in depth, but we'll be going over everything that you can expect from the game mode, and we'll do my final thoughts at the end. So let's jump right into the video. Okay, welcome guys. So the first thing I'm going to go over is just the garage for the Strategist gameplay. So as you can see, it's just a standard garage. You're going to have all your vehicles down below. Obviously this is a test server, so I'm able to have all kinds of vehicles. And I've maxed them out with great crews and everything. But the two key things here are that you can play as the tanker, or you can play as a strategist. So as a tanker, you just pick which tank you want and then you go to battle. You'll be in there with 6 other guys and you try to beat the strategist. So you have to play as a tanker to earn 100 of these intelligence reports in order to be able to play as the strategist. So as a strategist, first what you have to do is create a unit. So here's a unit I created. So you have to have 7 tier 10s to be able to play as a strategist. Once you have your unit created, and once you have 100 intelligence reports, then all you do is just click battle and you go into battle as a strategist. So now that we've talked about the garage a little bit, let's jump right into some gameplay as the tanker. Okay, so the first thing you're going to notice is just how long the countdown is for this Order of War mode. It starts with 60 seconds. Now that's entirely to give the strategist time to set up all his forces in defense against you guys. So as you can see, I'm playing as the Udez, the Swedish medium tank. So the objective is to either neutralize all enemy targets or to capture their base. The enemy can also capture your base to win, or kill you all to win. So the strategist has some things that benefit him pretty heavy. So he has these things called pillboxes. He has watchtowers, which have a view range of 500 meters, and I don't think it's hindered by anything. So they can spot you through foliage and everything. And it's harder to spot them. You pretty much have to be like right up on top of them to spot them. And he also has artillery batteries, which are a bit insane. They can do like 800 damage every time they hit you. One thing to note is that the strategist cannot control watchtowers, pillboxes, or artillery batteries. He can, however, control all of his units in a bird's eye view mode, or he can press Q or whatever button set up to and control a unit directly. So I'm just scouting around trying to figure out what I'm going to do. My whole team is pushing around the backside of the mountain there. And here I run into a pillbox. Okay, so heat doesn't pin it. Interesting. And once again, heat doesn't pin it. So these things do massive damage to lightly armored units. Like I think they can do 1650 if they hit every round. So you don't want to just go driving out in front of it. So I'm trying to play the corner here and use my rear turret effectively and not get shot by this pillbox. But as you can see, my heat is for some reason struggling to pin. I sent 2 through so far. I saw that pin, so I'm going to send another one. And nothing. So, okay, so I'm going to sit here and struggle with this thing for a minute. This is one thing that I think is wrong with this game mode, is that these pillboxes and the artillery batteries are too well armored, and they do too much damage. I mean, maybe not too much damage, but they are too well armored. You can see it open up on me like there. Because in a normal mode, nobody's going to want to go into this firing only heat because you don't make any extra money by playing this game mode, as far as I can tell. And if you're having to fire heat and run, you know, large repair kits and all that good stuff, there was a watchtower spawning. If you're having to do all that good stuff, then you're going to burn through credits very fast. Okay. So, looks like that's being AI controlled right now. The AI is pretty smart. The strategist can kind of tell them where to go, and they can pretty much handle themselves. Obviously, they're not as good as a average World of Tanks player, but they can definitely shoot you and do damage. So a lot of my team died going around the mountain there. Largely due, I think, to an artillery battery that the strategist had set up over there. And so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do, make these shots count. Now keep in mind, the AI will not move like that unless the strategist tells it to. So that AI would have just sat out in the open and let me kill it, but he ordered it to move. Or he took control of it himself and moved it. I'm already down to just 2 heat shells. I started with 20. Pretty ridiculous game. And so he has another artillery battery in the back. That's what they look like. They have a ton of health. The artillery batteries have a ton of health. It takes a lot to kill them. So right there I got hit by the artillery battery twice. Luckily the first one just broke my gun. The second one did a lot of damage though. So it's not looking too good. My Object 140 is on low health. My TVP is not doing too great. I just got whacked by that artillery battery, so that's not good. And now the strategist looks like he's going to start trying to push his mediums down around this corner on me. And as you see right there, he actually took control of the Leopard. You can see the other medium stop moving. But you can pretty easily tell whenever a player is in control of a tank because of the way it moves. And yeah, so I'm getting boned here by the Leopard. And it gets me. So that's the end of the tanker game, of this tanker game for me. Not the best for sure, but it's the only one I recorded, so. But that just kind of shows you the basics there. You saw the artillery battery, you saw the pillbox, you saw the watchtower, and you saw kind of how the match is set up a little bit. So now let's jump right into the strategist gameplay. Okay, and now we're going to be playing as a strategist. So as you can see, when I click the pillboxes, it tells me where I can place them. You have a ton of locations you can place them depending upon how you want to defend. And this is going to be the same for the artillery batteries and the watchtowers. I think I forgot to place the watchtowers for this game. There we go, and place the artillery batteries. As you can see, the countdown is very long, but I am very slow because it's my first time playing as a strategist. Okay, so I place the artillery battery, and then I'm starting to panic and start placing tanks in various locations. So pretty neat from the start, just being able to place your tanks wherever you want. They don't all just start in the base. And pretty neat being able to place your emplacements. So one unit I didn't get to placing down, which was the STB-1. Now, as you can see, there's a bird's eye view here. Now, if you hold right click, you can see the little green tank icons. They pop up, and using that, you can tell your units to face a certain way and to move to an area. So as you can see, I'm sending my IS-7 and my object out on the island there. With the STB going up towards base, I've got my 60 TP and my Kranvang over guarding the 1-2 line, along with an Udez, which I very poorly misplaced. But look at that. The pillbox is eating them alive, along with the, I think it was a Badger that shot. And that TVP got burnt down without doing anything to me. So I was thinking, this is going well. But yeah, that kind of shows the power of the pillbox. It just melted that guy because he has no armor, and he just drove right out in front of it. I saw that my Object 430 was getting shot at, so I start backing those units up. Put my STB in the bush there to watch the line. And you can see they're trying to push this flank. My pillbox did a little bit of damage, but he was a little bit smarter and backed up, and they've taken it out. So I know there's a 1-2 line push coming, and I know there's somebody down the 8 line. And so I see this fight happening. I figure, you know what, let's try the take control of the unit option. So I want to take control of this Kranvang. And it's literally just like you're playing tanks. So that's pretty neat. As you can see, the AI is kind of intelligent. He fires and then he'll move and try to angle his armor. Really neat. Yeah, obviously my standard rounds aren't going to go through the Jagdpanzer. I know that my 60 TP is doomed, so I just pulled the Kranvang back. I also see that there's a tank going down the 8 line, but I'm very in the moment. And that's one thing is playing as a strategist. It's very easy to get caught up in just playing a single tank, but you really need to be focusing on the whole battle. My artillery unit down there is opening fire on the units trying to flank. One thing that kind of confused me there was that when you shoot and you do damage, it doesn't pop up as that yellow or orange color showing that you did damage. It just pops up as a red color. So I want to try to get the Udez back a little bit because I know that's not going well. I look over there, it looks okay to me for now. And so I'm just going to take back control of the Kranvang and try to push out some more damage because he's reloaded. Luckily I bounced that. And I put 2 into him. And now here's the problem. So I should just leave the Kranvang immediately and let him reload. And look at my surroundings more, but I get very tunnel vision. And I just want to burn these guys down, honestly. And I take a big hit from the Jagdpanzer. And of course it doesn't pin. So they're all shooting at the Badger. They don't like the Badger shooting at their side, which I understand. And then once again, I'm getting real tunnel vision here. I don't know what to do. So I see that there's a Object 430U on that line out there, so I decided to push my tanks up. And then I'm going to take control again of the combo. So this is where I made a mistake because I didn't push my units up on the 8 line far enough. And you'll see how that pans out in a bit. But for now I'm trying to get some shots in. I'm rushing them because even Hunter's looking at me. I don't want to get a shot. So I missed 2. Not very good. And my units just start dropping like flies. I saw that my 430U died. I was like, what in the world is going on? And my Badger died. Not a very good situation. Still trying to push out some damage as this Kranvang. And I noticed that they're just kind of ignoring me. I don't know what the Jagdpanzer was thinking. So this guy fires. And I'm going to be able to take him. But as you can see, I've lost 4 tanks. They've only lost 3. That's not a good thing. I got to take care of this 430. I mean, he's playing very well, but if I'd have just pushed my guys up more, they would have killed him. They would have overwhelmed him. So that's my fault. So I'm just leaving my other units to fend for themselves while I'm trying to kill this 430. And, you know, everything's not looking good anymore. My pillboxes are down. My artillery batteries are down. I actually hadn't outfitted this IS at all, which I completely forgot. So he doesn't have a gun ram or anything. No premium shells. And a bunch of HE shells. So yeah. That's why the reload is so long on it. Yeah, obviously I want to make this shot count. I want to kill this guy. I already know I'm losing, but I might as well take this guy out. Look at that. Look at that nerf 430U armor. Right to his turret. Alright, so I won't bore everyone with the end of this battle, but this is it. So now that you've seen some of the strategies, some of the strategist gameplay, let's talk about my final thoughts. Okay, so final thoughts for the Order of War game mode, which I called the strategist game in the opening of this video. Final thoughts. I like it. They implemented it a lot better than they did on console. I remember on console it was boring and the strategist would never win. I like that they added things like the artillery battery, the watchtower, and the pillbox for the strategist. Makes it a lot more fair. And I also like the ability to control your unit yourself. So that's really cool. Makes it more interesting, makes it more challenging if you're just a tanker, and makes it more fun if you're a strategist. So some things that I don't like. One is you have to have 7 tier 10s to play as a strategist. So not everybody's going to be able to play as a strategist, from what I understand, unless they provide those 2 players, but I don't think they're going to. The other thing is that pillboxes and artillery batteries are super well armored and require a lot of heat. And even with heat, you might not pin. So that's kind of not good on Wargaming's part. So they need to make it to where you're either going to earn more money when you play the game mode, or they need to decrease the armor values of the pillboxes and artillery batteries. Just to make it a little bit more fair. I think the pillbox damage and the artillery battery damage is fine. They just need to do something with the armor or compensate players more with credits. So other than that, I like the game mode. I'll probably play it a little bit when it comes out officially on the server. But I don't know if it's something that I see myself sinking a lot of time into. One, as it's expensive, and 2, it does get a little bit dull. After, you know, so many games, it's kind of just doing the same thing with no real reward. Now, obviously, I'm assuming they're going to offer maybe badges and stuff for this game mode, so that'll be cool. That'll give people a reason to grind it. But other than that, it will get boring. I guess kind of like every other Wargaming event. So, on that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and maybe even subscribe. Share the video around if you want. Also, you can join my Discord if you're so choose. That's linked below. And you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Plangelier, where I stream World of Tanks and a variety of other games like Rogue Company and Total War games. So, I hope to see you guys in the future. Take care.